So the other day, I was looking out of my window and I saw this mushroom walking outside of my door. So I went outside and I asked him, "Hey mushroom, where are you going?" He goes, "Oh, I'm going to this party down the street." And I said, "Why are you going to that party?" And he says, "Well, just because I'm a fun guy." Alright, in this video we're going to discuss how to write an exponential function whose graph passes through 2 points. So an exponential function has a form of y equals a times b to the x. And let's go ahead and label each xy. So we do have 4 colors here. So let's label, we have an x for 0, y for 3, x for 1, and y is 15. So we have 2 x's and we have 2 y's. Remember, the y's are always the second number, and the x's are always the first number in the ordered pair. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to substitute the ordered pair that has 0 as the x. So the ordered pair is 0, 3. And we're going to substitute those values in for y and x. And you'll see why. So for 3, we're going to put y. We don't have a yet, that's what we're looking for. A times b, we don't know b yet. And then x. X is 0. Remember, anything to the exponent of 0 is 1. So b to the 0 is 1. A times 1 is just a. So we'll end up having a equals 3. So now that we've found a, we just need to find what b is. So we're going to write the y equals a times b to the x again, but this time we're going to use the other ordered pair. We're going to use 1 and 15. So 15 equals, we do know what a is now. A is 3. Right, because of this 3. Times b to the x. And x is now 1. So b to the first is just b. So this is going to be 15 equals 3b. And we solve for b by dividing by 3. So 5 is going to be equal to b. And let's put that in a different color. Let's say black. Okay. So those are the 2 things that we need. We need the a, the initial point or initial value of a, and then the growth or decay factor, which is going to be b. Put that together for our equation. So y equals a which is 3, times b, which is 5, to the x. And we'll go through a similar process here for number 8. We're going to write y equals a times b to the x. Use the first order pair that has 0 as the x. And substitute those values into the equation. So we have y equals a times b, and then the x is 0. Again, b to the 0 is just 1, so negative 2 will equal a. I'm going to write it again. Y equals a times b to the x, but this time we're using the second ordered pair to negative 32. So negative 32 equals a, which we now know is negative 2. Times b, and now our x is 2. Alright, we want to get b squared by itself, so we're going to divide by negative 2 to both sides. So negative 32 divided by negative 2 is 16, equals b squared. You could take the square root of both sides to get rid of the square, but I like to just get in the habit of multiplying by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 2 is 1 over 2. So multiply by 1 over 2 to both sides, which is the same thing as taking the square root. But let's say that it was 16 equals b to the 4th. Well, you can't just take the square root, you have to multiply it by the reciprocal of 4, 1/4, to the exponent of both sides. So that's why I like to get in the habit of multiplying by the reciprocal. So 16 to the 1/2 is 4. And again, let's put that in a different color besides blue. There we go. So we have y equals our a, which is negative 2, times our b, which is 4, to the x. So again, this is going to be growth, because look at the 4 is the base beneath the x, which is a number bigger than 1. For number 11, they do not give us the 2 points that we're going to write the equation for. But we can use the same pattern as we did for the first 2 problems, in number 7 and number 8 that we did in this video. Right, we have to choose the ordered pair that has the x-coordinate of 0, which is this one here, right, 0, 2. That's our y-intercept. So the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis, so that's going to be 0, 2. And then it says point right here. So that means we can choose any point on the graph. It doesn't matter what point that you choose. I put these 3 points, 1, 1, negative 1, 4, and negative 2, 8, because all those points light on corners of those little squares on the graph. So we could choose any point. I know you guys may choose 1, 1, but let's try something a little more difficult. Let's try negative 2, 8. And we'll just do the same steps. So y equals a times b to the x. We're going to use 0, 2 first. So we have 2 equals a times b to the 0. Again, b to the 0 is 1, so we have 2 equals a. And then we write it again. Y equals a times b to the x. Now we're going to use this second ordered pair. So 8 is your y. A is now the 2 times b to the x is now negative 2. Right, we'll divide by 2. And we get 4 equals b to the negative 2. So again, for this one, we're multiplied by the reciprocal, which is just 1 over that. So 1 over negative 2. And we do 4 to the exponent, 1 over negative 2, or negative 1 over 2. Remember, it doesn't matter if the negative's in the denominator or the numerator, as long as it's in one, but not both the numerator and the denominator. So 4 to the negative 1/2 is 1/2. So our equation is going to be y equals a, which is 2, times b, which is 1/2, to the x. So that's going to be your solution. That's going to be your equation, and which makes sense because look at the number below the x is 1/2. 1/2 is less than 1, so it's going to be a decay factor of 1/2, which makes sense because the graph from left to right is going down. Right?